Welcome to Disable Dreams. Today we'll be discussing red flags. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the term red flag first appeared in 1585 in a translation by Thomas Washington. Since then, this expression has been used in different contexts, including relationships. This is no English class, so what has that got to do with you? From the military use of red flag indicating the imminence of war to the environmental use to mark out a danger zone due to flood, the expression more or less points to dangers that are capable of causing death. That's how serious you should take red flags, even in relationships. Are there red flags in your relationship? Be you single or married, that you're currently struggling with, whether the red flags are originating from you or from your spouse or partner. Come and have a chat with us. Let's see how we can support you to overcome them. Book a one-to-one or a group class using the link in the description. This particular service is free for now. We're all in the same boat. Let's see how we can paddle ourselves ashore successfully together. What I find fascinating about red flags in relationships is that what you consider a red flag might mean nothing to me. I give you an example. There's someone I know whose girlfriend wanted 500,000 naira for human hair extension. When I heard that, I screamed, 500k for only one human hair in this economy? Is she ever planning for you two to build a house together someday? This is a red flag, brother. And the young man said, no, not for me. I actually kind of like it because it challenges me to be a man and to work hard to provide for my family what makes them happy. And my jaw dropped. What's your take on this? Would you consider this a red flag or not? Kindly share your thoughts in the comments. The point is, if you are looking for a spouse, you need to have a serious conversation with yourself. What are those attitudes you cannot live with? It could be something as inconsequential as insisting on bathing before saying morning prayers. Yeah, I know someone who argues heatedly that when you want to see the president of Nigeria, or any dignitary for that matter, you dress your best and smell your nicest. But when you want to go to God in prayer, you don't even care to brush your teeth. You talk to the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, with your smelly mouth. How rude. Isn't this an indication of religious fanaticism? What do you think? If it is, can you deal with this the rest of your life? Believe it or not, at first you may say, what's there? At least it helps one keep clean every morning. 2 years down the line, the man is furious. You will not saying this morning prayer with me unless you take a bath. And the woman says, oh, you pray alone then. I barely slept all night. Isn't it good enough I'm even awake to say the prayer with you? A family that prays together stays together. As you can see, division has already crept in. And just like that, the gap begins to widen until it swallows them both. So you sit yourself down and ask yourself, what are those attitudes you cannot live with? Behaviors you cannot tolerate. It doesn't matter how silly they sound. It's all about you, not anyone else. Keep a list of these and assess your potential spouse with those. Always review the list to keep it fresh and up to date as your own understanding and maturity improves. Because trust me, you'll be amazed how desires and needs change over time. Having said that, I need to let you know there are a few attitudes that can break a relationship, regardless of who is involved. These are universal red flags when it comes to relationship. I don't want to mention the obvious ones: dishonesty, cheating. I mean, if you can't tell your spouse the truth, what else can you not do? It's either you say the truth or you don't say a word. That should be your lifestyle from now on, if you want good things to come to you. The first on my list of universal red flags is ingratitude. If you notice that your intended spouse is never impressed about the things you do, which you are proud of, if your intended spouse waters down your accomplishments to make it feel and look like it means nothing, if they're never satisfied with the things you do, like it's never enough, the tendency is that you continue to bend over backwards for them because they will never be satisfied. Unconsciously, you will continue to struggle to please them, but they will never get pleased. And you will keep struggling until you burn out. This is a life and death situation because you're constantly made to feel small, which leads to low self-esteem. You feel depressed most of the time, and you could get hypertensive from worrying and struggling to be the best for your spouse. You could even run into physical accidents, doing stuff to please them when you should be resting, unless you toughen up soon enough and say, well, since nothing I do satisfies you, I might as well do nothing. Either way, it brings out the worst in you. My second universal red flag is suspicion. I've heard people say that men who love their wife are very protective. Now, suspicion is mostly a male thing, but that doesn't mean women are not guilty of it too. I've heard women complain that their husband get angry when they greet male neighbors or acquaintances. I've witnessed one in church one day. A lady shook hands with a man after church, and there and then, her husband exploded. What are you doing with that guy? I know there must be something between you and him. I saw the way he held your hand. What infuriated me the more was when a woman standing by said, Love Nwantente, see how your husband loves you. He can't even take his eyes off you. This is what society has made us believe, that it is okay to suspect your spouse at will without cause. My mother, God rest her soul, taught me that nothing kills a relationship like suspicion. Because what happens is, you keep suspecting and harassing your innocent partner, and one day they will get up and say, oh well, since they've always accused me of this, I might as well do it. What difference does it make? I've already been convicted. Believe me, from that point, that relationship is dead, even if they don't go their separate ways. Even if the wrongly accused spouse doesn't get to actually, finally cheat, they would never remain the same. Being faithful to the marriage will eventually be tossed off their to-do list. If your spouse is actually cheating, you don't need to speculate about it. Every day is for the thief, one day is for the owner. It always works. It's a natural law. If you fear your spouse is cheating on you, put your eyes to the ground. Be extra vigilant, but rest easy. The exo day is coming, and it is not far away. I've given you 2 universal red flags you can add to your personal red flags list. Apart from the very obvious universal red flags, like cheating and lying, if you know other red flags that you consider to be universal, kindly share them in the comment section. You may also share with us the not-so-universal red flags, attitudes that you personally would not tolerate from another person, even for love. Please subscribe to our channel, like and share our videos to help Nigerian singles find their dream spouse sooner. Let us know the kind of spouse you desire and we'll do our best to connect you to. Use the comment section or fill out the form. The links are all in the description below. See you in the next video.